I'm excited because today, for day 4 of our building our muscles for our spiritual faith and going on this 30-day journey, I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite tools to connect with my faith, to connect with my spirituality, and to connect with my guides, and really one of the most powerful tools that I love using on my spiritual journey, and that is oracle cards. So what are oracle cards? Oracle cards are a beautiful tool and a way for us to connect with messages from spirit, messages from the divine, and really to find a practical way to gain access to information, to get answers, and to really get some clarity and connection with our spirit guides, with loved ones that have passed, with spirit, with the divine, and really with our own intuition. And so sometimes we have these tools that we can use to help us with our connection, to help you with your connection. And that's part of what this 30 days to our spiritual faith is about. It's about trying out new tools and trying out different things that really will help you connect to what your spiritual faith means to you. Right? This isn't, I've said this time and time again, this isn't about, a dogma or a religion. This is about faith that is specific and really nurturing and growing for you. And this is one of the tools that I like to use, and it's oracle cards. There are so many beautiful decks out there. These, whenever I utilize cards, they're really, for me, about getting positive and really light-filled messages to help me gain some guidance and some tools to take along in the practical path so that I can take action. Because you guys know that one thing I'm fiercely passionate about isn't just about, saying I surrender and God take care of it and then not doing my part too. When we surrender to the divine, when we surrender and we build our faith, we know that there are times where we need to, where action is necessary and required. So this can help with that too. This deck is by a woman named Doreen Virtue, who does a lot of angel work, angel energy work, and it's based on the Virgin Mary as the Queen of the Angels. So looking at her as kind of the Queen matriarch of angels. And so this is a beautiful deck that I really like. I have several decks, and this is one of those that I like to use. So and I'm going to pull a card for us today. So what I want everybody to do as you're watching this is to come up with a collective message that might be working for you and see how this, so it could be a question. It says, okay, I'm looking for some guidance, guides, God, spirit, higher power, whatever is in the words of your choosing, and say, what are some things, what is something that I need to know today? Maybe that's going to be your question. Maybe your question will be, what guidance do I need in my business? Maybe your question is going to be, what guidance do I need in my relationships? How do I connect deeper to my faith? Maybe that's another question. What are going on with my finances? So you can get very specific with your questions, or you can keep really general. So find a question that works for you. Okay. Do you guys have your questions? Everybody have your questions there? Okay, because I'm going to shuffle the deck. So one thing I like to do is you definitely want to make sure if you utilize oracle cards, and please know if anyone is confused with my intention around oracle cards, they are only for me about channeling love and light and to get guidance. I do not pray to cards. I do not use them as something. They're a tool that I use to help me connect with my faith and my spiritual faith. Oh, there's my baby bro. Hi, Mike Corey, my love. That's my baby bro, everybody. So we're not biologically baby bro. He's not biologically, but to me, family, as you guys know, familia and family doesn't have to always do with biology. That's for darn sure. So Corey's my baby bro. So everybody's give him a big shout out and lots of love. All right, so I have shuffled my deck, and I am just going, try not to drop my deck. So I'm shuffling it, and then what I'm going to do is, and you certainly can pull more than one card. I'm just going to pull the top card on the deck, okay? And that's what, sometimes, I just kind of go to my intuition and say, where do I feel called? Sometimes I feel called to pull from the middle of the deck. Go within and just see what your heart's telling you to do, okay? I'm being told for you guys right now that I'm going to pull the top card on the deck. So I'm going to pull this card and see what it says. So you guys, I'm going to put on, it says mother, okay? And I'm going to read to you what Doreen Virtue says, and then I will give you some of my additional guidance for what my guides want to add onto this. So this card says, I open my heart to my mother's humanness and her divinity. So just want you guys to see that and see how that might be in relationship to the question that you asked, okay? So, and just so you guys know, I'm not pulling cards, individual cards for folks. I'm just showing you guys how this is a tool as we go along our 30 days to spiritual faith. We're not pulling individual cards, beautiful familia. I'm showing you this as a tool, okay? All right, so let me go to, and again, I'm going to read you what she says about this card. This card says your current situation is rooted in your feelings about your mother. The first thought that springs to your mind right now is exactly what needs to be addressed and healed. Regardless of your mother's lifestyle or history, you are the one currently living your feelings. So Mother Mary seeks to support you in gently adjusting the way you view your past to give you more freedom in your present and future life. As you hold a compassionate viewpoint towards your mother and see her as a fallible human who was doing her best as she could, you heal in profound ways. Having a healed viewpoint around your mother allows you to be more open to receiving God's gifts, help from others, and messages from the divine. Ask Mother Mary for assistance in releasing any old or heavy emotions connected to your mother so you can better enjoy each moment in your life. So, I'm curious how that connected with you and how that might have given you some guidance. So please, give me some likes if that made sense. If that definitely was something that called to you or you understand what that means, I'd love to see your comments below. But just if you understand kind of what that was about, just give me some hearts or likes. So really where I want to, let me tap into my guides to give you guys some extra guidance on this. And, again, please see how these can be a tool for deepening your faith and getting you closer connected into spirit. What this is saying to me is, so what I'm hearing, the word I'm hearing from my guides is individualization, okay? And so that's really kind of taking a step back in your life and taking some personal responsibility and accountability and looking at your uniqueness. What I'm hearing too from my guides is that and then I'm talking in a broad way, so this is not directed to any specific person. We're kind of using this and showing you guys this as a tool. Is that there is a sense of a connection to the way that she had to live or the way that you felt that you had to live in relation to what she did. And they're saying that you are an individual and that you have an ability to express in a way that is divine and powerful for you. And so knowing that you love and honor your mother and the path that your mother was on, knowing, again, as the card says, that she did the best that she could, you are an individual. You have an individual way to express. And this is interesting. What they're saying is the best way to honor yourself, the best way to honor your mother, if you're looking to honor your mother, if you have guilt around that, the best way to honor her life and legacy is to be who you are, to go deeper within yourself and to express yourself. That is the way, I'm hearing the word pride, and that is the way that the mother can show her pride, is to know that she created a life that lived even more deeply rooted in the expression of itself. Do you guys understand what that means? And if this is, again, if this is connecting with you and if you're understanding, if this is resonating, please, give a heart or a thumbs up. I've shared with you guys know that I've had a great deal of loss in my life. My parents both died 6 weeks apart when I was 19 years old. My younger sister died when she was only 33. I was 34. So I understand the pain of loss. I'm with you guys. You just know I'm right along with you. The loss of my mother and of a loved one and that mother energy in my life. I think this is also a reminder. What I'm also hearing around this, guys, is whatever the situation, whatever you asked the question about, look at how you can bring in mother energy. It feels like there is a sense of nurturing that might need to be needed. So it's not just about an individuation. It's about, are you feeling called to have mother energy in that situation? And is there someone that also can represent that for you? So just curious on that one. That's an interesting kind of side note. So Anyway, familia, I never introduced myself on this live either. I mean, many of you guys know who I am, but I'm gonna, it's Christine Marchetta, intuitive life coach and medium. Ta-da! So that is my message for spiritual faith. Oracle cards are a wonderful tool to help you connect with that guidance. You guys have heard me talk about spiritual certainty. Really, that's what faith is about, is knowing without a shadow of a doubt that there's something even more powerful that is guiding and connecting and supporting you. Okay. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. So grateful that you guys joined live. Mwah. So much love. Comments below. I'd love to hear what you're taking away from this today. Much love. Ciao, familia.